Hello, I'm Marshal Vladimir, and this is Operation Overlord. January, no, this is the third turn, so July 1937, Japanese turn. So I'm going to start with my tech roll, just for improved construction, and then I'm going to get on to a quick housekeeping matter. So that tech roll was a failure. No successes there. Okay, so the housekeeping matter is here in German. Our German friends purchased a strategic bomber, but are not allowed to, as it is not available yet. It becomes available in July of 1939, I believe. So this unit cannot be purchased. And instead of this, the Germans are going to be purchasing a medium bomber, and so saving an additional IPP. Okay, so now on to the Japanese turn. For our purchase, we're going to purchase 2 infantry, two marines, a militia, a cavalry, and upgrading our medium factory to a minor. So that's 12 under here, that's 10, and that's 13. So that's 25, and that's how much we have. Okay, so let's get into our turn and our combat movements. Okay, so I'm going to start by attacking Shanghai with 5 infantry, a cavalry, a tactical bomber, and 1 fighter from Korea. Then we're going to attack Shinchi with 3 infantry, a motorized and an artillery, and 2 fighters from Korea. Okay. This transport is going to move in, what's the season? 38. It's going to move to 56, pick up the 2 infantry, move. So that's 1, 2, 3. He's going to join the 6th Fleet. Actually, I'll just put them separate. And he's going to be amphibiously assaulting Nanking. Another transport in this C zone is going to move up to Kyushu, pick up a marine and an infantry, move back, and it's going to be assaulting Nanking. Then, so that's 4 units right now, and then here's another transport. This transport will move 1, pick up the infantry in Kyushu, and then pick up the marine in Shantung. I believe he can, yeah. And drop both the marine and the infantry again into Nanking. Then this infantry from Shantung will also non-combat move into Nanking. I mean combat move, not non-combat move. He just is not being amphibiously assaulted. Then the fighter and the 2 tacticals remaining from Korea are also going to participate. This transport is going to remain. Okay, so yeah, which battles to start with first? Okay, I'll just decide on which units are bombarding. They're the 2 battleships, obviously, battle cruiser, and 3 heavy cruisers. They are all bombarding Nanking in support of the transports. Okay. Okay. Let's carry some units to the battle board. And let's do these battles. I'll start with this attack. Okay, so there are 5 units at 1 at 2, because it's a mountain territory, and then the fighter and the tactical are at their normal combat values. As for CCP, they have 2 at 5 and 1 at 2. Okay, so I'll start with my 5 infantry attacking at 1. That's 1 hit from the infantry. Then I'll roll for the cavalry at 2. That says it's an 8. It's between an 8 and a 4 anyway, for what it looked like, so that was an 8. And then the tactical at 7, and the fighter at 6. So the tactical missed, but the fighter hit. So that's 1 mountain infantry and the cavalry removed. Okay, I'll use the purple dice for that, and then the 2 dark green dice for the mountain infantry, and I'll roll. Okay, that's 1 hit with the mountain infantry, with 1 mountain infantry. So we're going to lose the cavalry. Then combat continues. The 5 infantry rolling and getting 1 hit again. The response is 1 mountain infantry who also gets a hit. So we win the battle with 4 infantry remaining. First battle was a success. This territory is valueless, so no income changes. Except it still counts against our oil money, but we're taking other ones, so it's of no matter. Okay, next we're going to do the attack on Shenchi. Okay. Attack, we have 2 fighters. A motorized at 1, an artillery at 2, first striking, an infantry at 1, 2 infantry at 1, and 1 infantry at 2. And then the 2 fighters at 6. And then they have 4 militia, all defending at a 2. So I'll start with my 2 fighters, who both hit. Then I'll roll for my first strike artillery, who also got a hit, so 1 militia is removed before being able to fire back. These 2 are also casualties. I'll roll again for my infantry, and he also got a hit. That was amazing. And then for their 3 surviving militia, 1 hit, 1, 2. Okay. So the casualty is going to be an infantry. Okay, so CCP, now CCP cannot surrender, but they have effectively ceased to exist. Okay, so for the final combat, I'll start by moving the bombarding ships to the battle ball. Move these 2 aircraft. 2 fighters. So we got the ships here. Just arrange them on the correct. And just in first strike, I'll just put them at the front, the battleship there, the battle cruiser there, and then the heavy cruisers there. Okay, so now this is the only territory which is not a mountain territory, so we don't suffer negative attacking power with our infantry units, but they do gain a bonus defense because it's a city. Okay, so these units are amphibious, that infantry is not. And then we have our fighter and our 2 tacticals. And defending are 3 infantry, 2 militia, and 2 militia. So the 3 infantry are at 5, and the 2 militia are at 3. Okay, so now we're going to start with our bombard. I wish that was what I rolled. Okay, so I'll roll them all together. Obviously, battleships, battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers. Okay, well, both of my battleship bombards hit. 2 3s with my battleships. So the 2 militia are dead. Okay. That is the bombards. And the ships can now be removed back to the fleet. Okay, so now I have 7 dice at 2 for the Japanese. No hits. Okay, now 2 dice at 7 and 1 at 6. Well, that's 3 hits from my aircraft. So all 3 infantry are killed. Now the infantry respond with 1 hit. It is 1, which is target select, but I have no vehicle class. So a marine must be removed to prevent higher casualties. Okay, I shall go get the 97th Army will now be formed in Japanese occupied Nanking. Sorry, liberated Nanking. My apologies. Okay, so now for non-combat movements. Okay, the remaining transport in this fleet is going to strategic naval movement. Move 1, 2, pick up this infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move back up and drop the infantry in Shanghai. Light cruiser's gonna move down onto Hainan to this zone. This destroyer moves 1, 2, 3, 4 to Tokyo. Let me just check my purchase. Yes, he does. And then the extra destroyer will move 1, to season 38. I'll just actually go and fix the income chart. So CCP does not exist on the income chart for now, and KMT moves down to 5. Japan moves up to 27. There we are. And non-combat movement should now be over. Oh no, I have to land my aircraft. My apologies. So the tactical bomber came from Rihi, 1, 2 to Shanghai, and so he'll move 1, 2 back and land in Rihi. The fighter will also land back in Rihi. He came 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These two fighters will land. No, actually, they're not going to land back in Rihi. They're going to fly into Hopei. I'll grab an Air Force marker. The 18th Air. Okay, so that's 2 fighters and a tactical. And then there are other 3 aircraft, which are in Nanking. Right now, we'll fly back to Korea. This is, sorry, not in Rihi, it is in Hopei. The 18th there. Okay, so place units. Here they are. Major factory to replace the medium in Kyushu. A militia, oh no, that's in the Volcano Island. The militia that I'm purchasing will go into Shantung. Cavalry will go into Rihi. An infantry will go to Tokyo. And 2 marines and an infantry will go into Kyushu. Now we shall collect income. So I believe we're on 27 at this point, and we still get 1 IPP in bonus money to 28. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll pass it on to the British and the French for their turn of this year.